Dan Savage went on the most recent episode of Bill Maher's show, and he went on a devastating tirade against Catholic priests, moralizing Catholic priests who slam gay people. Listen to their back and forth.
Catholic bishop there, I think his name is Bishop Silva, said something about how children who are in gay, adopted by gay parents have a greater chance of committing suicide. That must be bullshit, right?
That's total bullshit. He's confusing children with gay parents with children who are raped by Catholic priests. Sorry, I am just done being lectured about children and their safety by Catholic fucking bishops, priests, cardinals. The Pope himself has let it go. The new Pope, who I kind of dig, has let it go.
Love the new Pope.
But that hasn't really sunk down. The bishop in Illinois, the day the governor in Illinois, Quinn, signed the gay marriage bill, legalizing same-sex marriage, held an exorcism in his cathedral to exorcise the state of the demons of gay people having full civil equality. No exorcisms exorcising the state from the demons of, like, kitty fucking Catholic priests. They never got around to that exorcism. They just... I hate to always go there, but they don't have moral high ground when they talk about the welfare and safety of children.
Right.
They just don't. They have squandered that on the tips of their dicks.
Bring it on, Dan Savage.
That was brilliant. Allow me to say it. I'm using the B word. That was brilliant. Well, as a result of that priceless discussion, in a Monday blog post on his Catholic League website, Bill Donohue, who is the head of the Catholic League, this is the really rotund man who's got a red face, he's bald, he's really loud and obnoxious, and he hates everybody who's not Catholic and white and exactly like him. He called on the board of directors at Time Warner, the parent company of HBO, to end their relationship with Bill Maher. Why? Because he was offended by Bill Maher's conversation with Dan Savage. He says, quote, "On Friday night, Maher teed up Dan Savage, another anti-Catholic bigot. What happened was particularly vicious. We are sending to every member of Time Warner's board of directors a copy of 54 anti-Catholic statements made by Bill Maher on TV." He continues, "Friday's show concluded the season. The time has come to close this show once and for all." Well, Mr. Bill Donohue, I agree with Dan Savage's response here in a Twitter post when he read your goofy little piece of writing here. He said, quote, "What was I supposed to do? Praise the kitty fucking Catholic priests?" Oh, that's a Mike Tyson knockout punch right to the fotch. God damn. Now, you guys know me. If I think somebody says something that's outrageous and outlandish and kind of out of bounds, you know me, I'm a free speech absolutist, so I'm not going to call for the firing of that person. But I'll call them out. So, for example, the other weekend, I got a lot of hate for this, too. A lot of liberals disagreed with me. I said, hey, Martin Bashir probably should not have said that somebody should shit in Sarah Palin's mouth, or heavily implied it. Now, apparently there's plenty of people who are kind of pro people shitting in other people's mouths. So I got a lot of hate. Yeah, no, man, he was totally right in what he said. Well, it's funny because then he came out and apologized like 912 times. And, you know, everybody was upset across the political spectrum, except apparently for the people who saw my segment. But okay, I'm getting a little bitter here. But I said, hey, he shouldn't have said that. That's out of bounds. But I never called for his firing, and I never called for censoring. But see, that's what Bill Donohue does. If he doesn't like what you have to say, shut him up. Shut him up. He can't speak, not allowed to speak ever again under any circumstances. Get him off TV, because I personally dislike it, and nobody can watch it. Hey, here's an idea, pal. If you don't like it, don't listen. I'm not a big fan of Rush Limbaugh, so I can't stand to listen to more than 10 minutes a day. Okay, but here's the thing about what Dan Savage said. Okay, some people are offended. Whatever. But it's true! What he said is true! And like they say in court, truth is always a defense.